Remember in A Few Good Men, the great movie, Demi Moore's character was talking to Tom Cruise, and she was constantly saying, all her achievements, her accolades, her accomplishments, essentially trying to win her approval, or his approval. And I was listening to one of these self-help guys, one of his tapes, and he was talking about, that was a plug for a clean canteen, great method to carry your water. And he was talking about how many seminars he's done and how many people he's trained. And soon as I hear somebody boast about their accomplishments, it's like red flag goes up, and you just sense weakness. And some of the people I've had most respect for never needed to say a word about their accomplishments, what they've achieved, how good they are. Nothing. Their actions speak so loud you can't hear a word they're saying. And even I catch myself when I'm boasting about my accomplishments, and I think, well, what's at the root of that? Well, what's at the root is insecurity, a needing of external validation. And one of the I was watching this other, there's, what's this? It's a Black Gold, interesting kind of documentary style where they film these guys on these oil rigs. And one of the guys on the oil rig, I think his name is Cheston, is always seeking validation. I mean, he's a new guy, they call him the Worm, and they are rough on him. I guess he's slow to learn and he's just not getting it. And these guys the experienced guys just hammer him to bits. And for the most part, he's handling it pretty well. But there's one scene where they're at a bar and he's just kind of seeking from one of his coworkers this external validation. And the coworker says, "Listen, dude, get real. You're not going to get external validation on an oil rig. I mean, these are a bunch of roughnecks, and it's just not something that is really done, and you shouldn't expect it." Okay. And I thought, man, what a great way to live our lives in our workplace, with our families, with our loved ones. It's always, I guess, a cherry on top to get that external validation. But imagine how much freer it is not needing it. And you're taking away one of the most valuable motivational tools that has been manipulating us since we were young children. It's approval. We just love it. We want praise. We want the boss to like us, and we just glow. Today I was at a company, and the boss was just praising one of the employees, and you could just see she was just glowing. Her face was just lighting up. She was just ecstatic. And I thought, oh, I guess on a superficial level that's nice, but what happens when the boss takes it away? What happens when the boss doesn't give it? What if the boss is not there? What happens if you're doing a good job and the boss is just not an appreciative type? Or what if the boss is just completely neurotic and can't distinguish between good work and bad work? And I thought, man, reclaiming our own internal motivation, that if we just did good work, not for any external validation, we were good husbands, good wives, good parents, good at our jobs, because for its own sake, because that's what makes us feel at peace. Oh, man, that's a much freer way than to constantly seek external validation. That doesn't mean we should stop giving it to other people, because other people, I mean, it's just the way, it's like giving candy to a baby. It's just the way we've been conditioned to just salivate at that external validation. And it just creates such a weakness within us, and a dependency, and the tendency towards inner turmoil based on whether we get approved of or not. And I don't know, I'm all about being self-sustaining, self-sufficient, and being your own happiness machine, your own never-ending source of inner contentment. It's not dependent on other people. It's not dependent on what does or doesn't happen in the world. It's not dependent on your life situation, because all these things are in flux. It's a chaos. They're uncontrollable in the long term. And so just a quiet surrender to knowing that who you are, what you are, is enough. And you don't need all this external stuff. And then just your actions is just the outer manifestation of who you are within, versus being defined by what goes on in the world and what people say about you and what accolades you obtain. It's really comes down to just all about freedom.